Spoiler alert, your life is the special occasion.
You will slay those bitches the moment you walk out that door, and it took zero effort.
It's like Pamela Anderson meets Paris Hilton.
One thing I've learned is that when I'm not feeling like I'm having a good body day, I don't experiment with outfits.
I'm dressing for the little old ladies. Hello gorgeous, and welcome back to Vortex Vision, the show where you are the star and I am your host, Gala Darling, who wears stars. And this episode is all about dressing like the main character. So can we just have a moment for the percussive joy of this outfit? Oh my God, it's so much fun. In this episode, we're gonna treat you to the best dress up party you've ever seen, which is gonna be a real orgy for the eyeballs. We're going to consult our resident astrologer about how you can use your zodiac to dress in a way that enhances your best self. I'm gonna answer some questions from the audience about how to be more confident in terms of getting dressed. And we're gonna do some tapping that's actually gonna help you feel more confident. So it's not just that you know it intellectually, but that you feel it in your body. It's really important to me that you start to play with your style and you start to understand your style, because for me, playing with this has been the secret doorway to finding out more about who I am. And it's not just about discovering who you are, it's also a really good way of attracting in the perfect weirdos that you've always wanted to meet, but you just didn't know where they lived. When I was 13, I started to experiment with style, and I was a teenage goth. I wore stripy tights and big combat boots. I would put bells on my combat boots so like you could not hear me coming. And I would buy a helium balloon that was the same color as my tights and walk around the city with it. And what I discovered from doing this was that people weren't as judgmental as I thought they were gonna be. In fact, most people were kind of delighted. And the people that were judgmental or critical were just like rugby players in the back of the bus anyway, and I really didn't care what they thought. But what I learned from doing that was that it attracted people like me to me, and it gave them an excuse to say something to me or like start a conversation. So if you have always felt like I'm a secret weirdo but nobody knows it and I've never met my people, dressing in a way that gets attention or even wearing one piece that's like a conversation piece can really help you find those people. I always tell this story that in a class I used to teach years ago, a girl who was kind of quiet and shy with big glasses came to the class wearing a necklace that was a big plastic dinosaur toy. And it was amazing because it made everyone in the room talk to her about it. They'd say, "Oh my God, I love your dinosaur necklace." And it immediately helped her open those conversations and start some friendships. So expressing yourself isn't just about putting on a wild outfit, although of course it can be. It can also be a way of connecting with people in a meaningful way. And something that really shifted my sartorial style and the amount of risks I was willing to take with my look was many years ago when I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race, which I watched religiously. And I'd watch these amazing queens with these like 50-inch long wigs wearing these cat suits. And I was so stunned by them. And I thought, God, I wish I could wear a cat suit and a wig like that. And then I started to think, you can wear a catsuit and a wig like that. And that really expanded my playground of clothing, and I started to have even more fun with it, and it helped me develop my ethos and my philosophy of dressing like I'm in a music video every single day. I hope that this episode inspires you to have fun with fashion and reach into your closet and actually put on those special things that you've been saving for a special occasion, because spoiler alert, your life is the special occasion. All right, let's get into this episode.
Hi everyone, it's me, Colin Bedell, your resident astrologer of Vortex Vision. And today we're gonna be talking about something that I'm sure many of you wanna talk about, and that is fashion. So when it comes to astrology's take on the clothes that we wear, the materiality and the garments that we choose, I think you could actually locate two specific concepts in your natal chart for context that can help you feel a little less confused when you're in the closet, okay? So number one, what I'm gonna want you to think about is your Venus sign, because Venus rules your relationships to aesthetics, your relationship to aesthetic force. And so I'm learning that it turns out there's actually 4 groupings of particular seasons and color palettes. So a great place for you to begin begin is, say you have a Venus in Gemini, then that's associated with spring. And so are there particular colors within the spring color palette that maybe you can experiment with or that evoke a particular emotion? Because as we learn in design studies, form follows feeling. So when you choose a particular form, i.e. a yellow color or a particular level of jacket, that will inspire you to feel a different way. Form follows feeling. Cross-reference your Venus sign and see what season it's associated with in all hemispheres, and consider the possibility that that color story could actually help you tell a different story about who you are. Next, we're going to cover the rising sign, which governs your first impressions. It introduces yourself before you even have to. I've heard it said it's your astrological handshake. Hi, how you doing? I'm a Leo rising. You don't even need to say it, right? So interestingly enough, you could argue that your rising sign introduces yourself, as does your clothing and fashion, before you even have to. So what I'm going to do is try to survey the 4 elements and associate the way that those 4 elements typically want to feel in their fashion, and perhaps that can provide you some inspiration and information. So we're gonna go in reverse order today, okay? Because water signs never go first and fire signs could use some fucking patience, okay? So we're gonna start with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And number 1, these 3 water signs typically just want to feel comfortable. They don't want to have a whole lot of extra layers and drama and heaviness on what they are wearing. They want to have flow, they want to have comfort, and they want to have a sense of peace in whatever it is that they're wearing. So obviously you can think of athleisure, or you can think of a little bit of minimalism as well. And what I like to recommend for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces is to work with 2 or 3 staple outfits and garments that you can mix and match, so it takes the decision fatigue out of, oh my God, what should I wear? And when in doubt, just go monochrome, water signs. I swear, if you have a head to toe look in a particular color, you will slay those bitches the moment you walk out that door, and it took 0 effort, okay? So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, we're thinking of fashion, and we're thinking of monochrome, and we're thinking about comfort. Next, we're gonna look at Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, the 3 air signs. And I, as a Gemini, and having been surrounded by other air signs, we feel the most secure when we're actually wearing material that is breathable, that has a sense of movement to it, right? So I absolutely love suggesting tailored with a little bit of oversized garments with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, because when they're walking and I could see the material and the flow move with them, it's absolutely captivating. And so I want you to think about how are my clothes breathing in this, right? And how does it look when it's in movement? Because Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are typically on the go, goddess on the go, hoe on the go, you know what I'm talking about, okay? And I wanna make sure that your fashion is reflective of that movement. And I really want you to ask yourself, how is this breathing as I wear it? So that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Next, we're gonna cover Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So one would think these would be the 3 zodiac signs that would prefer comfort. And there might be some element of that. I'm looking at you, Taurus, but really I think it's just luxury, baby. Taurus looks really good in whatever they choose to wear. But when thinking about a fashion sense, if you are a Taurus, Virgo, and or Capricorn rising, I want you to think about function. Right? So I think with the earth signs, they want to know what's the utility of this piece, right? And typically they actually, I think, fashion themselves really beautifully when there's a sense of structure in what they're wearing. You know, fashion is an architecture. And so I would love for you, when you're picking particular pieces, to ask yourself, what's the function of this? What's the utility? What's the shape and the geometry? How does this match me? How does it not, right? And typically, because Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns are signs that really value quality, I don't have to tell you to try your best to avoid, you know, fast fashion and all the places that have excessively low quality reports. You're gonna wanna maybe think of 2 or 3 staples that have absolutely gorgeous form, absolutely gorgeous structure, and then when you're wearing it, you're gonna just feel on top of the world. So Carly Kloss, who is a Leo, walked in one of Alexander McQueen's shows, and she was really nervous about whether or not she would be able to do it effectively. And McQueen said to her, Carly, the dress does not wear you, you wear the dress. And I want the earth signs to think about the way that they wear their clothes as opposed to the other way around. And now, Aries, Leo, and Sag, thank you so much for being so patient. The way that I would fashion you is through bam, drama, demonstration. You want to walk in and make a friggin' statement, okay? And so I would love for you to try your best to stand your sacred ground when it comes to fashion. And what I mean by that is typically the world wants the fire signs to fold themselves in half, don't be too loud, don't be too this. Really just make sure that you can kind of hide in plain sight. But I am not going to tell you that, Aries, Leo, and Sag, because you cannot help but make a statement the minute you open up your mouth, and or without even having to, because your fashion becomes a nonverbal language. So I would love for you to think about what sort of colors or materials, design elements really help you demonstrate who you are. Because I've noticed the fire signs really can contextualize fashion as a way of self-disclosure. So how can they say, this is who I am because of what I'm wearing, and how can I communicate myself without any words? And let your clothes do that for you. What sort of message do you want to convey? What sort of ideas of who you are and who you'd like to become can be fashioned simply by the clothes that you wear? And when you know that, I think you'll have a really easy time in selecting your outfits. And I guarantee you're gonna look absolutely breathtaking, because Aries, Leo, and Sag have me gagged on the floor every single time they show up and show out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that that was helpful for you. I can't wait to see what you'll wear. And my name is Colin Bedell. You can find me at colinbedell.com and at Queer Cosmos on the social media channels. Bye.
Oh my God, you're not gonna believe what we're just about to do. I get so many questions about how do I get dressed and what's my process and how do I get styled. And so we decided we would have a little dress up party today. I brought my friend Amber Kai. She's one of the most stylish people I know. She always really brings it, and she has great style. So we're gonna do some dress up challenges for you today, and we're gonna explain why we did what we did, and I hope it really inspires you.
So, your first challenge is dopamine dressing.
Hell yeah!
Yes!
Okay,
Alright,
woo! Let's go. Yes.
Yes!
I love this.
All right, tell me about your look.
Yes. Okay. So Gala and I have talked about this, but we love the idea of having either a power color or a color that you really, really love that makes you feel good.
Yes.
And so I'm a really big fan of monochrome and also doing like complementary colors. So I thought that the lilac lavender would look really cute with the chartreuse. I absolutely love this silhouette. The pants are super comfortable, and I feel like it's all about the texture and color. So it's like if an outfit can't be interesting through color, it's like you have to add other layers to it. So it's either interesting through color, by fabric, or by the silhouette. So I picked a super bright color with a more like traditional silhouette, like a crop top and pant. And I absolutely love it because it just feels good. It's like summery, it's bright, and I paired it with some extra like over the top jewelry to kind of just like make it a little bit something extra.
I love this color on you. I feel like it really like brings your face alive.
Thank you.
And I feel like that's the secret to a power color, is it makes your skin like glow. And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my look is furry shoes, because I found them on the internet and I had to. These are Skims Fendi collaboration leggings. I got them on the RealReal. I love buying stuff on the RealReal because you kind of get one-off things at a really good price. It's not sponsored, but you could sponsor me next time. My bag is from Zara. This is a cheapy t-shirt. I don't know if you can see, but it says, "This is what perfect looks like." And I love it because it's so obnoxious, but also completely tongue-in-cheek. Like, I don't think this is what perfect looks like, which is what makes it so good.
Yes.
I don't know where these sunglasses came from, but they are incredible. And a furry hat. I don't know where that came from either, but
It's gorgeous.
when I see things in this color, I have to buy them. It's like a compulsion.
Yeah.
So-
I feel like you're definitely giving like 90s, early 2000s, like definitely walking down Melrose going shopping, because it's like the baby tee and like the furry hat.
Yes.
It's so good.
The ultimate compliment.
Yeah, it's like Pamela Anderson meets Paris Hilton. Like it's very much giving like a cross between the two.
I love that. Yeah, and I think it's about the contrast between like a fuzzy hat and like a bare middle and like a high shoe.
Yeah.
It's just it's campy,
Yeah.
but really fun. All right, are you ready for our second challenge?
Hell yeah.
Yes, okay.
Challenge number 2 is dressing like your Venus sign.
Okay, I think I can do that. Whoop whoop. I'm ready.
So tell me what your Venus sign is.
Yes, I'm a Venus in Cancer. So I'm a water girly. Like, I'm
Yes.
very soft and Cancerian and loving and, you know, and sensitive.
Yes. And you feel like the yellow shows your sensitivity?
Yeah, I feel like the yellow definitely, it feels like the outfit itself feels very like water sign to me, very like soft and feminine.
Yes.
But the color is definitely giving like a little something extra, you know?
And Cancer's ruled by the sun, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense. It's yellow. It's like bright and she's on.
Yeah.
I love that.
She's here. She's ready.
Here.
Yeah.
She is here.
Yeah, and I put the pearls with it as well to give a little like nautical
Yes, like you're
sea
from the
moment.
ocean.
Yeah, like I literally just came up out of the ocean and I'm
Botticelli's
like
Venus.
exactly. Like literally titties out, blowing in the wind, you know?
I love it.
That's what I was going for.
So good. So my Venus is in Leo, and I feel like Venus in Leo is just very much look at me, Jessica Rabbit energy. And this dress is way too long, but it's like you're gonna wear a really insane heel anyway.
Yeah.
So it's fun. And I just wore this to a beachy holiday, and it was like glamorous, but not too fancy, and it kind of did double duty.
The texture is amazing. I love that. I love anything that has like an iridescence to it.
Yes.
And the silhouette is so gorgeous with like the slit down the middle too.
Yes.
And you've got the high heels, so it all goes.
Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you. I feel good in it.
And it's the pink and purple. I said what before, like I think we literally look like we came from different planets. Like and it's like, but it's so cool because it's like our Venus signs are so different. Like they're almost like
So
polar
different.
opposites,
Yes.
you know?
But we just got beamed into Earth together at the same time.
Exactly. Same mission, just like different outfits.
Oh my god. All right, what is our next challenge?
So your next challenge is to put together a revenge look.
Ooh, okay.
Revenge of who? Just anyone?
Revenge to all the bitches.
Yeah. Okay.
All the bitches.
All right, revenge look. Okay.
Got it.
Here we go.
Okay, so this is actually a bodysuit from Zara. These pants are actually thrifted. I love like high-end thrift stores and I love thrifting and finding really unique pieces that I wouldn't normally find because I feel like a lot of times with trends things go in and out, and sometimes especially with something like a cargo pant, you can find some pretty good like pieces at some great thrift stores. So I love these because they're lightweight and they're definitely giving like sexy baked potato for sure. It's definitely giving sexy sandwich, you know, but it's all about what you put on top, you know? So I put a satin, I matched it with satin because satin obviously is a little bit more feminine.
You're like
a little
elevating
more,
it.
Yeah, and then I just topped it off with making the sandwich, doing a patent leather boot. Because I feel like it's like, these are like, don't fuck with me boots.
Those
don't
boots,
F with me boots.
Those boots are sexy penguin from Batman.
Oh yeah, that's it. I was really, when you said revenge, I was like, I want to look like, if I walk in the room, like I want people to be a little unsure.
Yes.
Of like what I'm gonna do next, like, you know,
Afraid.
keep them guessing, you know? And then the blonde just really gives it that extra something, like,
Yeah.
it gives it that extra villain vibe that I was going for.
Definitely. Bond villain.
Exactly.
Love that. Love that.
Exactly. Like if you see me coming down the street, like you're definitely moving out of my way.
1,000,000%.
You know?
Like, watch out the baked potato with a bob.
Exactly. You don't know if she's here to sell you a piece of art. You don't know what she's here for.
I love you. Oh my god. Okay, are you guys entertained? I hope so. Okay, great. So my revenge look is a Jean Paul Gaultier dress. So these are like the iconic Madonna cone boobs
Yeah.
that I am obsessed with. And I was going to see Madonna, which was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
She's so powerful, and I don't even know how old she is, but she's so powerful.
Yeah.
And I
She's
thought,
in her 60s.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to honor her by wearing a cone boob, and like, what would that feel like? And
Yeah.
I think Madonna is the queen of saying, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah.
I feel like she's had revenge on everybody that's ever wronged her because she still has a career and a legacy.
Yeah.
And she's powerful and she's not going anywhere. Like,
Totally.
she's not leaving.
Yeah.
And I love that about
And
her.
the silhouette is a classic JPG silhouette, which is incredible. But also there's something about the cone bra that's like so inherently feminist to me.
Yes.
And the fact that it's such a bright pink color. I love that it's like it has a lingerie look, but it's a
Yes.
full-on ensemble.
Right, and it's not sheer, you actually
Yeah.
feel dressed in it.
Yeah.
It's boned, it like pulls you in, there's like
Yeah.
corseting in the back.
It's fabulous.
Whole thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And I like wearing it with an ankle boot because it's
Yes.
unexpected and it's a little bit less precious.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more like I could kick the shit out of you.
For sure.
And will with my baked potato
Exactly.
complex.
I feel like you're definitely giving superhero,
Yes.
but like on a mission. Like
Yes.
it's definitely giving like you like somebody if somebody makes you mad, like you could definitely mess them up.
For sure.
You know, but
For
you're
sure.
here to save the world and
Yeah.
I'm here to like deliver you a sandwich, you know.
Yes.
Some shawarma.
Some shawarma. Oh my god. All right, it's time for our final dress challenge. Okay, I can't even imagine what this is. What do we got?
So this one's a little lighter. We're gonna go for either going to the farmer's market
Okay.
or a Sunday picnic.
Okay.
Farmers Market
Cool.
Sunday picnic.
Vibes. I
Okay,
love
cool.
it.
All right, bye.
I just love it. It's very much, you know what it's giving? It's very much giving like art teacher, art, like it's so cute because it's like the vibe of it is so youthful and fresh and fun.
Yes.
But the colors are so like sophisticated and like perfect for you because you've got the like the lighter color and then you've got the contrast with your hair. I love that.
Thank you.
And the metallic, it just gives a little something extra.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I sent a picture of this to my fiance and I was like,
Yeah.
I am a construction crew member.
Yeah.
And he was like, you look like a French pastry chef.
That's way better than art teacher. I would have never thought of that.
I was like, French pastry chef?
No, that's way better. Like you definitely have a bakery somewhere, like in Paris, like and it's all pink.
All pink. Something I really appreciate about people is when they can give you a good analogy for your outfits. And one time I came out wearing a fuzzy, like purple coat, and he said, I said I looked like Sexy Grimace, and he said I looked like a hairy grape.
No. Yeah. Okay, but like this makes sense to me.
But like Sexy Grimace.
isn't Grimace just a hairy grape that's also sexy?
Yes.
Like that's essentially what that is.
All
I
right,
love
tell
that.
me about this.
Yes, I love this. So this is a set from Jason Wu. I really liked when you said farmer's market, I was thinking like fresh, like definitely like lightweight.
Veggies, crudité.
Very much giving lettuce. She's giving lettuce. She's giving arugula, you know? I could just like imagine myself with like my fresh produce bag and like putting all my produce
$1,000,000%.
in the bag. So I went for that, and then with the shoes, I have like
Love.
a little high top sneaker for like something more casual.
Love.
But I love the idea of going for something a little bit more lightweight when you're at the farmer's market because you want to feel the breeze and like,
do.
you know, take your time and walk through the stalls. So I feel like I wanted to do that, and I love that it's cropped too, and it's got a little like extra little leg action going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought this was
Beautiful.
perfect for that.
Perfect look.
Yeah. I feel like we're ready to hit. Now we
I
have
feel
to
like
hit.
we're a really good match here.
And now we look like a cute little watermelon.
We do.
This is like
Watermelon
the best.
radish.
It's so cute.
It's so cute.
Yes, $6.99 a pound for watermelon radishes, by the way. Don't ask me why I know that.
Yeah,
I'm
why
like,
do you know that?
I'm a fan. I love a good watermelon radish. I love a crisp root vegetable. You know?
You heard it here first. So, what does style mean to you personally?
Such a good question. Style is one of those things that it's so important to me. It means so much because I feel like as a creative person, as an expressive person, I use my style to tell a story. I use my style to express my mood and also to give people kind of an experience. Like how I want people to experience me is how I dress. So, depending on how I'm feeling or if there's a certain atmosphere that I'm trying to create, a certain presence I'm trying to create, it dictates what I wear.
Yeah.
And so it means a lot to me because it allows me to tell people who I am before they actually get to know me.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think for me, style is it's just another way of playing in a different medium. I like to play with lots of different mediums, and style is a way of, it's like a medium of my body that I then get to take into different environments and just experiment with. And for me, it's always just about how does it make me feel and how does it make the people around me feel and what's the feedback loop of that. And you can kind of like tweak it and hone it and refine it and get like a really big reaction if you want to. It's kind of just like being in your lab, like being a mad scientist.
Yeah.
Like when I was a little girl, I was obsessed with mad scientists. I really wanted to be one. And I think this is one of my like laboratories.
Oh, that's so brilliant. I love the idea of you honoring that part of yourself too when you were little about the experimentation piece of it, because I think there's so much when it comes to clothes. There's so many styles and textures and colors that you can play with. And like I said, creating those moods, and it is totally about experimenting because adding one piece to a look or adding different elements can totally change the outfit and totally change how it feels.
Completely. Because even if you're just going to the gym, you could wear, a crop top and bike shorts. But if you add like a fun bag, you wear a fuzzy hat and like a cute sneaker, you have a completely different vibe and dynamic than just, like regular old gym wear.
Yeah.
It changes everything so quickly. So what's your process when you get dressed? Or do you have one?
Yes. I always check with my mood first. I think that my mood dictates what I wear typically, and it depends on where I'm going. So if I'm meeting with a friend, I like to always dress like I'm gonna see people that either have never met me before or people that I know. Because I grew up in a Southern family and my grandma was like, it doesn't matter where you're going, if it's to the grocery store or wherever, like you're gonna put on your best. So that's the mentality I always have to start with. And then in terms of my actual day-to-day style, I love working with color. So I love working with color within a certain palette. I have like a certain palette that I like to work within that makes me feel best. And then I like to be able to mix and match all of those pieces together because they all complement each other. So I style based on the mood and where I'm going in the location, and I try to kind of start with that as like a part of like the storytelling. So I imagine, what I would be like wearing in that environment, interacting with other people, and like you said, having people interact with you, what kind of reactions I'm gonna get, because that's always fun. And I start there. So that's really the best part for me. And I love using accessories to mix and match and to either elevate or kind of bring down the look depending on where I'm going.
Yeah. When I think about how I get dressed, I usually start with how much of my body do I want to show or not show, and that dictates like what section of my wardrobe I'm gonna go to, because my closet is kind of broken up by type of clothing. And then I go into color, and the color I choose depends on my mood. Like, how outgoing do I feel today, or do I kind of want to be invisible? If I kind of want to be invisible, I'll wear black or gray or like a darker maroon color. But if I'm like, I want to be on and popping, I wear hot pink, purple, maybe like a light gray or a white.
Yeah.
But I always buy the same colors. So we were talking about this earlier too. Basically, when I shop, I filter everything by color. Black, white, gray, pink, purple. I literally don't look at anything else. It makes my life so easy. And then everything really goes together.
Yeah.
And even like the tones I buy, I always buy cool tones. I never buy warm. And that just everything goes together, which makes it so easy.
I love that you mentioned that too, because I think when you have a bright hair color, it does matter. It does matter what colors you're wearing that are going to interact with that, because there are colors that are going to look amazing with this magenta color. And I think that you having so much pink in your wardrobe, first of all, if you're adding shades of pink together, it just goes, because you've got the monochrome. And I'm in similar to what we were speaking about earlier, I shop in a seasonal palette. So in the fall and winter, my clothes are darker, richer versions of my summer and spring palette. So I shop in a lot of neons and soft, kind of beachy, bright colors during spring and summer. And then in the fall and winter, I do jewel tones. So everything is kind of like 4 or 5 shades darker or deeper than the palette in the summer. And sometimes I can mix and match those.
Love that.
Yeah.
My final question is, what do you do when you wake up and you're like, I really can't be bothered today. I don't feel good. Do you wear sweats with stains on and you're like, whatever? Or do you feel like it's better to push through and put together something that feels good?
Ooh, that is such a good question.
Or maybe some of both. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I kind of like the idea of, this is probably a little strange, but the Steve Jobs uniform. So I actually have uniforms for specific things. So if I'm having a business meeting, I have specific silhouettes that I assign to specific either moods or occasions. I know, for example, if I'm going for lunch with a friend, I usually pair a midi skirt and a crop top.
Okay.
Like that silhouette always looks great, and I have like 20 versions of that. For days that I'm not feeling my best, I always go with a pair of really great fitting baggy jeans and a graphic t-shirt with a cartoon from my childhood.
Aww.
I have like 60 Sailor Moon t-shirts and they're all amazing. They're all bright. I keep them in perfect condition. So a beautiful vintage t-shirt. I put on a shit ton of gold jewelry and rings, and I always have my hair styled. So it's like, if that's sort of what I do to get out of that, because it always looks good and it's really easy, and it's like one of those outfits that it doesn't really matter how I'm feeling, it's gonna look great. And it's like flexible. So if it's like I'm just having a day where I feel off, it's like t-shirt and jeans. As long as you have a crisp, clean, nice t-shirt and jeans that you feel comfortable in, that's what I go for.
That's so brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, that's my go-to. Like, it's never failed me. Like, it's just an easy, it's an easy go-to for me. And I have a bunch of graphic tees that are super fun and colorful, and and they're easy to put on. They're super comfy.
That's so cute. One of my actually my 2 favorite t-shirts both have Ren and Stimpy on them.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I love Ren and Stimpy so much.
Yeah.
So I think the way I do it is, one thing I've learned is that when I'm not feeling like I'm having a good body day, I don't experiment with outfits. Like, it's not the day that I'm gonna wear my brand new short, sparkly shorts. Like, no, this is not a good idea. But usually when I'm feeling like meh in my body, I will wear sweats, but I wear really bright ones, like neon pink or like pop purple or something like that. And I always wear matching sweats. I'm really big on matching sets generally. And in fact, if I see leggings or a hoodie or something online and it doesn't have a matching, like a partner, I won't buy it.
Yeah.
Because I need them to match perfectly.
Yeah.
And then I feel like kind of put together, and I might put on a hat and some sunglasses or something, and I just go about my day.
That's such a good look, though. I love the idea of the matching set, because I think it gives you the flexibility of having more of a casual outfit, but it, like you said, it looks put together because the colors. It just, it's an automatic outfit that you don't have to do a lot to. And that's kind of the same, I think, idea of like a uniform, where you have your signature. If it's like a white tee and jeans, it always looks good. And I think the matching sets are also just super comfortable. Like if you're wearing like a tracksuit or a really cute hoodie. I love a good hoodie and sweats combo with a gold, everything's gold chain, gold earrings, and like a slick back ponytail or like a high bun.
Yes, unbeatable.
Yeah.
Unbeatable.
Yeah, you can throw a little hoop earring in there if you want a little like Jenny on the block look.
Yes. I think that's the thing, is people often prep their wardrobe for like events and special things, and it's like the velvet and the sparkle and the whatever, but people don't really organize their closet for the fact, like, you're gonna have days where you don't do anything. You go to the supermarket, you have like a nail appointment or whatever, and you want to still feel put together when you do it.
Yeah.
So if you actually spend a little bit of time pulling some of those outfits together, then when you go to do those things, you'll feel really cute, and you won't be like, oh, I'm a slug. Like, you will still feel cute.
Yeah, and that's why I really love the idea of shopping within a palette. I'm a Gemini, and so my fashion sense has evolved because I literally thought I needed every pattern, every color, every single thing. And like, it's fine. Like, go for it if it works for you. But I found that getting dressed was actually probably the most stressful part of my day. And now that I have a palette that everything is complementary of each other.
Yes.
And like we said before, leopard is a neutral, camo is a neutral. Anything like a houndstooth, any kind of pattern can go with any color as long as you have a good baseline. And being able to mix and match those things and utilize the color as like telling the story first, and then either build the silhouette off of it or create a really interesting palette by mixing and matching different tones. Like like you said, your pink, purple, gray, and black, that all looks great together.
Yeah, it's so easy.
It just makes everything easier, and it makes you feel more put together and more confident, I think, when you're out and walking around.
1,000,000%, because you didn't have to overthink it. You just put it on and walk out the door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you so much for joining me for our dress up party. That was so fun. Even though we were like sweating back there, it was really fun.
So fun.
And I hope it inspired you guys too. I actually felt inspired watching you put your looks together, because I was like, oh yes, new shapes, new silhouettes.
Yeah, thank you.
What can I play with?
Oh my gosh, and Gala has the most insane closet. Like I said in the first outfit, she definitely, when she let me borrow her bag, I was like, I walked back, I was like, oh my gosh. It's so fun when you get to see like your friends and what they have, and the fact that our styles are so different, but they're complementary. It was so fun just kind of getting a glimpse of your looks and how you interpreted the looks, because I know that when we go out together, we're like, people experience us like as a, it's fun,
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So where can people find you if they want to stalk you?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at Amber Kai Official.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yay, thank you.
Welcome to High Vibe Hotline, where I answer your calls. Let's take our first one right now.
Hi Gala, where do you find your style inspiration?
Ooh, yes. I feel like I say I love this question to every question, because I do love these questions, but so often I see people trying to imitate someone else's style, or they look on Pinterest and they decide to recreate an outfit or something like that. And I think if you have no idea what your style is and you're really just getting your feet wet, that's an amazing way to get started. There's no shame in that game. There's many beautiful fashion icons that you can learn from and practice and see if their style works for you. But when I'm putting something together, I really look at colors and textures and how those things are gonna play together. I'm thinking about perspective, and I love to dress up a look with accessories. Like, you can put on a top and pants and it looks fine, but if you add like a fuzzy bucket hat or a wild pair of sunglasses or a bright combat boot, it completely changes the temperature of the outfit, which is really, really fun. And when I first started playing with style, I was 13, and I bought this pair of New Rock combat boots that were like really heavy and kind of ugly, but I loved them. I was obsessed. I wore them every day till I was like 18 years old. And it's always for me about doing something that feels unexpected. Like, I feel so uncomfortable in a white t-shirt and a pair of blue jeans. I feel like I want to crawl out of my skin. It just feels terrible. So it's really about experimenting with the things that genuinely make me feel good when I put them on. And it's not always a success, like I've said. Like, sometimes it's a swing and a miss, but I'm always having fun with it, and I think that's a really important way to look at getting dressed. I think another thing to consider about style is your style is not just the way you dress, it's also the way you decorate your home, it's the fragrance in your home, it's the way you organize your closet, it's the way that you get dressed to go to the gym. Like, my way of getting dressed is, to me, very simple, because I have a palette that I stick to. So I buy black, white, gray, pink, and purple. That's it, as you can tell. Like, that's all I buy. And it makes shopping online really easy, because I can filter by color and like, it's immediate. I can see exactly what's available. And I do the same with workout gear. Like, I'm looking for pink and purple workout gear all the time. And yes, I look like a human highlighter at the gym, and people don't know what to make of me, but I also make tons of friends with little old ladies. Like, they love it. and it makes me feel good to dress that way, and they're always really like so psyched about it that it's like I'm dressing for the little old ladies, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So take your personal style and see like, how can I extend this out to other things that I do, and just have fun with it. It doesn't have to just stick to your closet. It can be your whole life. All right, let's take our second question.
Hi Gala, how do you overcome the feeling of being judged with an out there style?
This is a good question because I think this is the reason why a lot of people don't experiment with their style. They're so worried of getting a weird look at the supermarket, or someone saying to them, you don't look good in that, or you're too old for that, or that doesn't suit you, or being criticized. And so often, like, we grow up with that kind of feedback from our families, or like our mothers say things like that about other people, and we think, oh my God, okay, I better not do that. Like, I better stick within these guidelines. But I think that no matter what you wear, just like no matter what you do in life, people are gonna have an opinion. They're gonna judge you, they're gonna criticize you, and we simply cannot control what they think about us or what they say about us. And trying to manage that is a full-time job with no benefits. Like, it's not worth it. So for me, it's about, if I feel good in it, it's the only thing that matters. And, you know, I feel like when you know who you are, other people's judgments really don't matter. Like, I love that Dolly Parton quote where she says, I'm not bothered by the dumb blonde jokes because I know I'm not dumb, and I also know I'm not blonde. And I just think that's such a fun way of approaching it. Like, I know that when people look at me, they have certain assumptions about me. Like, maybe they think I'm a bimbo, or I'm stupid, or I'm frivolous, or I'm superficial, or whatever, because my hair is pink and whatever. But I'm really not bothered because I know that if they talk to me for about 5 seconds, they're gonna feel my spirit, they're gonna feel my presence, they're gonna feel my passion and my purpose and my mission. And if they still think I'm a bimbo, then that's fully on them, and it literally has nothing to do with me. So you are gonna be judged for whatever you wear. Whether you wear like cargo pants or ball gowns, people are gonna have a feeling about it, but you just have to do what feels good to you. And I promise that over time, dressing to make yourself happy will make you feel better than trying to please everyone around you. All right, let's do some tapping so we can really expand our personal style and feel really good about doing it. Now we're gonna get into some tapping on dressing like the main character. This is gonna be really fun. If you've never tapped before, all you have to do is copy my hand movements and repeat after me. And we're gonna start on the top of the head. I am free to experiment with the way that I dress. I am free to wear a sparkly glove. I am free to wear a different lipstick. I am free to shock and awe onlookers at the supermarket. And I'm free to express myself through my style. I don't have to dress like anyone else. I don't have to wear the colors that they wear or the shapes that they wear. I get to do things differently. It's okay to want to be the brightest, most sparkly person in the room. And the thing is that when I do this, it's not just a gift to my creativity. It's kind of a gift to everybody who sees it. Because maybe me dressing in a way that makes me feel good will make them feel good too. Maybe it will help them understand that they don't have to be like everyone else either. And maybe it will give them the confidence and the permission to try something completely different. So even though sometimes I feel locked in a box, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. And I'm officially signing my permission slip. to dress as outrageously as I want, to have so much fun with style, and to let it be an extension of my radiance. And so it is. All right, take a deep breath in, hold it at the top, and let it go. And if you want to learn more about tapping, go to highvibehoney.com. Ding. Hello gorgeous, I hope that you are loving Vortex Vision so far, and if you enjoy the energy here, you're really gonna love the energy in High Vibe Honey. High Vibe Honey is the biggest and longest running EFT tapping membership in the world. For 6 years, we've been helping creative cuties, self-made entrepreneurs, stay-at-home moms, and everyone in between rewire their beliefs so that they can experience completely different lives. High Vibe Honey is designed to deliver on 3 major concepts: big love, bangin' body, and billionaire baddie. If you're looking to attract more aligned partners, love your body so much that you finally feel sexy naked, or manifest doubling your income but nothing is working, this community is for you. High Vibe Honey is actually fun, engaging, and juicy. When the work feels like play, you'll expand faster and look forward to doing it. I have 17 years of experience tapping with thousands of people around the world, which means you're getting the very best guidance, all completely focused on getting you the results you desire. High Vibe Honey's community and live sessions keep you accountable. We don't just leave you to it. Our infamous live sessions and therapist-guided support calls mean you're not doing this alone, because our community is over 1,000 strong. It's seriously one of the most joyful places to be online. If you're interested in High Vibe Honey and you're ready to tap into a life that turns you on, check out highvibehoney.com or follow the link in the description. That was such a fun episode. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did participating in it. And I really hope that seeing what I did with Amber has inspired you to do something different with your look, to express how you feel through your clothing, and to maybe even take the chance on wearing something a little bit unusual to bring in like-minded, fabulous weirdos who may look normal, but are actually desperate to see something interesting, and they're desperate to make a new friend just like you. As always, we have an incredible resource for you to help inspire you in your sartorial journey. So go to vortexvision.co and you can get access immediately. I hope you loved this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. But before we go, bye.
Mm-hmm.